Warlock Views here. First and foremost, I've been trying to get this video to upload, prior videos to upload for the past couple days, and for whatever reason they haven't been able to upload. But I'm going to touch on something that's going to be really, well, it shouldn't even be controversial, but it's going to be a topic of conversation that I'm quite sure that some people are going to really dislike me for. So, before I get into it, hit that subscribe button and bang out that notification bell. Like, dislike, comment, definitely share this video, and we're going to get right to it, people. Alright, people, we're back. As you can tell by the title, this is something from a previous video that I said that I wanted to do a live show, and unfortunately, nobody wanted to get on to have a discussion with me about it. So, what I decided to do, since this is something that I really wanted to discuss, I'm going to make this a little series. It's going to be about a 5 or 6 part series, maybe. Or if in fact after I cover a couple of things I can get somebody to come on live and discuss it with me, may cut it short. But nonetheless, the title is, what do women bring to the table? Now, when I speak of table, I'm talking about a relationship table. What do you bring to a relationship? And some women, or women, always talk about the things that they bring to the table or what have you. And it's usually 5 or 6 things that they say that they bring to the table. And those 5 or 6 things is what I'm going to make this series out of, because I'm going to cover each one of them individually. But the 5 or 6 things that they say that they bring to the table, one is basically they say they bring that they're not a financial burden. That's one. The second thing that they say that they bring to the table is their personality. Thirdly, sex. Fourth, the fourth thing that they say that they bring to the freaking table is their looks. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Yeah, what's up? Okay, have fun. As I said, let me do that again. The first thing that they say that they bring to the table is that they're not going to be a financial burden. Second thing that they say they're going to bring to the table is sex. Third is their personality. Fourth is their looks. Fifth is their goals, and I'm going to couple in with that their ambitions. And last but not least, they say that they're good people to hang around. Okay? So I'm going to touch on each one of those. The first one is going to be that they're not a financial burden and that they're not broke. So when you ask someone what are they bringing to the table in reference to a relationship, let me say this first and foremost, that it's already assumed that the man is going to bring the table. He's going to bring his finances. He's going to bring his finances. He's going to bring whatever house or whatever. He's going to bring those things to the table because of the simple fact that women are always talking about that the man should be the provider. Okay, fine. So, women, what do you bring to the table? You say that you're not broke, that you're not a financial burden. Well, I'll put it to you like this. In actuality, what is it if you're coming to the table and you're not going to be a financial burden, how is you not being a financial burden? What is it? How are we benefiting? How are we benefiting from you financially? If you're not going to be a financial burden, what are you bringing to the table? You can say that you're bringing all of this money to the table, that you have a job making $60,000, $70,000, $80,000, $90,000 a year, and you're saying because you make this amount of money that you're not being a financial burden because you can handle your own. Well, let me say this much to you. If, in fact, you're looking for the man to be a provider for you, and you make all of this money, and you're not spending any money on us, then you're a financial burden, because whatever you're bringing, that means we're going to have to put out extra money for that. It's like, and I'm going to get a lot of flack for this, but women are, in essence, nothing but another bill. Because no matter how much money you make, now this is from 2017, I do believe, and I'm quite sure it really hasn't changed. It probably went down a little bit. But the net worth, and I'm only speaking of black women now, the net worth of a black woman in 2017 is only $5. Net worth. I'm not talking about the $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 that you make. I'm talking about after you make your money, your taxes, all of your bills, all of the bullshit that you deal with, or that you buy, or things that you do. After that, your net worth is only $5. So if you're coming to the relationship with a $90,000 job and you're only worth $5, how is that not bringing a financial burden to the table? And in essence, you are broke. Now, I'm not saying that you can't pay your bills. I can't say that you're getting turn-off notices, that you're getting evicted, that you're getting your cars repossessed. I'm not saying that, because all of those are taken care of. But after all of your bills that you had before you came to the table, and all your net worthing is $5, how is that benefiting me? How is that benefiting the man that bought the table to you? Because now you're talking about your bills. You're talking about whatever other bills are in the house, what other bills you have brought on to this man is something that he's going to have to take the slack of. If he wasn't with you, he wouldn't have to worry about that, now would he? So to say that you're not a financial burden, if in fact you're not a financial burden, that means that you're spending money on him. You're spending your money on him. Pardon me for refocusing the camera. So that's one. If you're not spending money on him, if your income is not benefiting him, then you're a financial burden. So that's one point of it. The second point of it is this. If in fact you say, well, money isn't everything. Okay, well, if you feel as though money isn't everything, give it to me. Give it to that man. Let him use your money to do what you do. You got to understand, very few relationships end between a man and a woman, and the man is better off than what he was before he came in. And that's because of the simple fact, like I said before, women are nothing but another frickin' bill. You make all the money, you're not putting money into this relationship, you still have to pay all the bills that you had, which leaves you with a net worth of $5. So you can't contribute to bettering this man's situation or your situation because all your money is already spent. So if that situation is going to get better between the two of you, that means that man's going to have to fork it out to make it better. It's just a simple freaking fact. So if money is not all that important, why don't you sacrifice something? Sacrifice it. Give us the money. Let us invest it. Let benefit the entire relationship. If you can't do that, then you are a financial burden. Okay? It's just like, this is what? January, February, March, April, May. This is May. All right? Think about this, guys. what was the women's attitudes, say 3 months ago, 2 months ago, a month ago? Has that attitude changed? If it has, I can tell you why it changed, because now tax season is over. That lump sum of money that they got, they blew it. So now they're looking for somebody to latch back onto to help, equalize that financial, quote unquote, burden that they have that they said they're not bringing to us. You get a woman, you get a woman that's cool as fuck. From May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Come January, she start acting freaking retarded because she knows it's tax time. And when she gets her taxes, how many of them break you off something? For everything that you've done the rest of the year, how many of them break you off something? Do they break you off something, or do they go out and spend that damn money and act like they don't need you until they run out of that damn money? And now that they ran out of this money around about this time, now they want to be all cool again. That just goes back to show you, that's why it says that women's net worth is $5, because they can get money, but they'll blow it on frivolous shit. So that's just another one. When you say that you're coming to the relationship, that you're not broke, that you're not going to be a financial burden, you will. Because of the simple fact that women don't know how to deal with money. They come to the situation fucked up. Now, the last thing that I want to cover real quick is the fact that a woman come into a relationship saying that she's not a financial burden and has a kid. There is no way in hell, heaven, and or earth that you're going to say that you're going to come to a relationship with a kid and you're not going to be a financial burden. I don't care if you say this kid is well taken care of, if in fact I can do this all by myself, because if in fact you can, then that goes back to the other thing in reference to you still being a financial burden because you got this kid to take care of, so you can't contribute to the relationship to make things better for the relationship. You have to take care of the child. And if in fact that is not the case, then it's all a thing of, well, a woman with a child, they always say they come as a package deal. So now, instead of picking up that one bill of that woman, now you got two. You got the woman and the fucking kid. Now, I know women out there are going to be like, ain't nobody got to take care of my goddamn kid, this, that, and the other. Well, in essence, we are, because of the simple fact, when you're short because you got to deal with the kid, we got to pick up the damn slack. If you want to know if a woman really is into you, check out and see how many times you have to go out and you got to pull out your damn, come out of your pocket. It's just simple. A woman can be a serial dating woman and date 4 or 5 niggas, 4 or 5 guys, but she's only going to spend money on that one. She's only going to spend money on that one because of the simple fact that they've been bred, they've been taught, they've been brought up in the thing, don't you spend your money on no niggas. Don't you spend your money on no man. Well, in essence, because of the simple fact that the things that you say that you bring to the table, as in saying you're not a financial burden, sex, that's free, doesn't cost you anything. Your personality doesn't cost you anything. Your looks, well, that might cost you something because we don't know what you really look like until. But nonetheless, your looks don't cost you anything. Your goals and your ambitions, that doesn't cost you anything. And you being a cool person to hang around, that doesn't cost you a damn thing. So everything that you say that you bring to the table has nothing to do with making the relationship prosperous. It does nothing for us because of the simple fact what we bring to the table, we're bringing our finances and our assets. If you can't contribute to that finance or those assets to make those assets better in building a relationship, then you are a financial burden. Period. There's no way to get around that. So that's the bottom line. Stop saying that you're not broke because the average net worth is $5. And that, like I said, that was back in 2017. So it may even be a little less than that now. And if you have a kid, please don't say that you're not a financial burden. Because, like I said, women come, they're another fucking bill, and if they got a kid, that's 2 fucking bills. A lot of people out there is going to disagree with me. You're more than welcome to do so. And if you want to talk about this one, feel free to leave a comment, and we can definitely do a live show about it. And you can make your point, and like I said, we can discuss it. You're at an advantage now because you know exactly where I stand, where my talking points are coming from. It's up to you to make your argument. Nonetheless, this is the first one of a series of videos coming your way. Like I said, subscribe, hit that notification bell, comment, like, dislike, share this video, and I'll definitely be getting back with y'all. Remember this, fellas. If she's not spending money on you, she's taking money from you. This is Warlock Views. Be true to yourself, because if you're not, you can't be true to nobody else. I'm out.